This phone is insane. Look, there's even a screen on the back, like it's animated. Could this be the ultimate gamer phone? This is the Asus ROG or ROG Phone 6 Pro 5G. Some people are telling me it's ROG, but look, I can't keep saying ROG, I just have to say ROG to save time. This is meant to be the ultimate phone for gamers, and that's because it's insanely spec'd out. Like, this phone is more powerful than most of your gaming PCs and laptops out there. Seriously. This has a Snapdragon 8 Plus Gen 1 processor with a clock speed of up to 3.2 gigahertz. And it even has 18 gigabytes of LPDDR5 RAM. Look at the box of this phone. It's like some Buzz Lightyear Stormtrooper kind of biz. What? It's got a long USB-C to USB charging cable. That's smart. And it's got this little cool like collector's card because you'd be joining the ROG crew. Not only is this phone a beast internally, but externally, it's actually massive. It's got a 6.7-inch AMOLED display, which looks pretty great. And yeah, it's huge. But that's what you want if you're gonna be gaming on your phone, because firstly, your fingers are gonna like take up half of the screen. And secondly, mobile gaming isn't the greatest form of gaming. Like at this point, we're probably thinking, why would we want a gamer phone? Like, why wouldn't you just get a PC or a laptop? It's a good question. I'm asking myself the same thing right now, actually, while I think about what I'm gonna say next. Well, look, there are some decent mobile games out these days, and you're able to use this phone with a controller. Like, we've got Call of Duty, Apex Legends, FIFA Mobile, and of course, Genshin Impact. Again, must I repeat, Genshin Impact. That's like the biggest mobile tablet game of the moment. So if you're obsessed with games like that and you want to carry them around in your pocket, you can with this phone. And get this, it has dual front-facing stereo speakers. So I'm telling you, the sound quality will blow you away. It's really impressive, actually. Probably the best speakers I've heard on a smartphone in a while. And it has a 6,000 milliamp hour battery. Now, most phones will have about a 4,000 milliamp hour battery, so it's not quite double that of a regular phone, but it is certainly hectic. And think about how much mobile gaming drains your battery life. Like, we're seriously gonna need it. This phone can play games at up to 165 hertz. So that basically means it has an incredibly fluid screen. So anything you do on this phone, like switching between a bunch of different apps or playing games or scrolling, is gonna look freakishly smooth. So I don't really think I need to say it again, but this probably has some of the best specs of any Android phone on the market. Its only downside is that it's thick. But maybe that's not even a downside for you. So damn, this phone is fire.
Here, use this.
Anyway, let's check out some of the phone's gaming capabilities, and then I'll show you a couple of other features I really like about it. And get this, not only can you use a controller with this phone, but I tried a USB hub with an HDMI cable and a USB-C cable, and you can plug it into your monitor or TV. So if you don't own a console, if you have this phone, you now kind of own a console and a phone and a mobile gaming phone. So back to the crazy little features like the screen on the back. Look at this one. I got it to say Elly awesome. Like, this is gimmicky, right? But it's so cool. And if you look at the phone, all of the OS is just made to feel like a gamer's dream. The fingerprint reader, it screams gamer. Look at this graphic. But what really pulls it all together is the Asus app that they've created. So basically it has a games library section where you can see the featured games that might be cool to play, where it's got games that are good for 165 hertz gaming, good for using a gamepad. In the app you can also see how your system is performing. So you can look at the CPU, the GPU, how much storage you have, and you can also change the performance optimization with a tap of a button. And then there's all the ways you can customize this cool back screen. And there are so many cool little graphics that are just so nerdy, like I love them. It's so awesome that you can customize the back and you can choose between images, text effects, or like your signature. So if we do image effects, I can import an image, and I imported this like logo thing I made, shrunk it down. And then you can choose different animation effects to go with it. So I didn't even have to create the animation. And you can also change the color of the dare to play text that's on the back. And because Asus has totally thought this through and made this the ultimate gamer phone, they also made the ultimate gamer phone accessory. It's called the Asus ROG Aero Active Cooler 6. You're probably like, what the heck even is this thing? Well, you plug it into the phone on its USB-C port on the side. That's 2 USB-C ports, by the way, one on the bottom for charging and one on the side for using this, and you can charge through this while you're playing. So you plug this in, you load it up, and once it's connected, it even lights up. Look at this. Have you guessed what it is yet?
Nope.
It's a freaking RGB fan attachment. So cool. Oh, but not only that, it includes 4 physical buttons. It's so crazy. It just sounds like a PC or a laptop. Listen. It's firing up, baby. And in the settings, you've even got the ability to customize how this performs. You can put it on like a frost mode. You can put it on a smart mode where it apparently can detect how cool the fan is and how cool the phone is and just regulate it based on what it thinks is probably good for the time you're using it. And there's even a setting where you can toggle it on or off to disable the fan when the microphone is active. So if you've got it on and you want to like record some gameplay or record a video, like a selfie video, it'll turn off so it won't be noisy. I swear they've thought of everything with this phone. It's just insane. All right, let's detach this. It's got this cool little like eject button. Pops open, and then you just take it off. By the way, this is also the charger for the phone. Now it's so big because it's a 65-watt charger, and apparently it can charge your phone from 0 to 100% in around 42 minutes. That's pretty speedy. Now, I do feel like because it's a phone, you kind of want to know if it's a good phone. That's like the stupidest thing I've ever said. But yeah, right? Excellent gameplay abilities, excellent battery life, excellent overall performance. It's super snappy. The camera is probably the only part of the phone that kind of like lets it down. It is an okay camera. It is a good camera, but just nothing special. It's definitely like an Android phone camera. You don't want to buy this if you're a content creator or if you really care about having like sick photos. But if you want good photos and good videos, it does just fine. But for me personally, the camera is like, I have to break up with you. But as just an overall Android phone, I think this is freaking sick. And like I know earlier we were kind of talking about the screen and it's kind of gimmicky and just fun, but it also does show you like notifications coming in, like if you get a new email or a text or if you're getting a call. So there's some functionality there too. So if you dare to have it face down, which apparently you guys get mad at me if I do such a thing. But what is the cost of this device? Well, for my Aussies watching, it is $1,999. I think in USD, it's about $1,350. If we're comparing that to say a Pro iPhone, like the new iPhone 14 Pro, that's a similar price. You'd buy an iPhone 14 Pro for the cameras, and you'd buy this for gaming and performance and battery. But if you're just feeling this device, you know, like if you just like the gamer vibe, if you just like having a unique looking phone, like this is it, man. This is the best, unique, most powerful Android phone. It should last for a long time. It's got a solid build. Anyway, vote with your clicker of whether you like this phone or not, or the video. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Subscribe if you want to join me for more fun videos like this. And hopefully, I'll see you guys next time. All my cool links are in the description. Bye.